TeleSUR. San Cristóbal y Nieves está en TeleSUR. Y es que seguimos mostrando los rostros, el pueblo, el color, el sabor. Y estamos con el primer ministro de este país, Timothy Harris. Gracias por estar con nosotros.
Gracias también. Muy encantado. Thank you for visiting St.Kitts-Nevis. We hope that you will have a wonderful stay in our beautiful country.
¿Qué tiene que saber el mundo sobre St.Kitts-Nevis?
That we are a beautiful country to start with very wonderful people, warm, very welcoming, quick to learn, very productive. So in our view, we want the world to know that St.Kitts-Nevis is open for legitimate business. And so we welcome the world to come part of our beautiful country, make a good contribution here. And our vision is that St.Kitts-Nevis should be the best small state in which one can grow, develop, and invest.
¿Cómo es eso, primer ministro, de dos islas, un paraíso? ¿Qué significado tiene?
Two islands, one federation. I think we have been fortunate. It is part of the challenge of our colonial past. Where, in order to have a more efficient administration, the imperial government at the time, the United Kingdom, determined that it should join. It would join our small island countries, or islands, at the time Nevis, St. Kitts, and before that Anguilla, to form one administrative unit. Since that time, much has happened, and we have become, as an independent country, on the 19th of September 1983, a country of two islands, Nevis being the smaller of the two and St. Kitts being the larger. So we said we are one country, one federation with two islands. Hence, two islands, one country.
¿Qué importancia geopolítica tiene San Cristóbal y Nieves en el Caribe?
Unity is critically important, and we attempt, as part of the Caribbean grouping of countries, to come together and to harmonize our policies as much as possible. We do that in recognition of the fact that individually we are small countries participating in an international space. But working as a group in unity, we can in fact have much more influence on the world scene. And so, rather than being one country moving internationally in the organs of the international community, for example, the OAS, the United Nations, once we work in unity, we become some 15 countries, and we are therefore difficult as a group to be ignored. And so unity gives us more influence on the world's scene and provide us with better resources to achieve our individual needs.
Apenas 32 años de independencia tiene San Cristóbal y Nieves. ¿Cuál ha sido su desarrollo en lo político, en lo social, en lo económico?
Yes. Well, we have been independent now from 1983. We are looking at 34 years of independence. and it has been an evolution of the democracy. In our part, we follow the Westminster model of the United Kingdom, where basically we have constituencies and they form the basis of the composition of our national parliament. With independence, we of course have more responsibilities, not only for the domestic agenda, but for the foreign agenda. And we are happy that our democracy has been working well. We have an independent judiciary, a judiciary which we share with the other smaller states of the sub-region of the OECS. We have a parliament that meets regularly and which functions in advancing the legislative agenda on behalf of the people. And we have a government that has been working very hard to advance the cause of the poor, the vulnerable, and the elderly in particular in our country. And at the same time, through our investment in, say, healthcare, our investment in education, our investment in sports, we are attempting to give the young people a chance to be able to use their talents to bring joy to our country and to contribute ultimately to our further development.
La principal actividad económica de este país es el turismo, pero hay un gran desafío y un gran obstáculo, el tema del transporte aéreo y marítimo. ¿Cómo lo piensan solucionar?
Well, transportation is a constraint, a challenge for us within the islands. There is not enough flights and the cost is very high. And so as a group, we would want to work together to improve upon the ability of our people and our visitors to move throughout the Caribbean region. On the agenda of CARICOM is a plan to improve upon maritime transport and air transport. And we are working very hard, even at the level of the OECS, to improve upon sea transport. Sea transport as a vehicle for moving goods and also for moving people. And we are hoping as we get more airlines, we have international airlines, American, Delta, British Airways that come. If we can improve upon those, if we can find strategic partnership, for example, with your government and your country, we can have further breakthroughs in terms of air transportation, greater impact, positive impact upon the cost of transportation between our airlines. And we have, in fact, at our last meeting in St. Vincent, put forward for consideration by President Maduro cooperation in the area of transportation and in particular air transportation.
¿Puede explicar el programa de nacionalidad por inversión en qué consiste?
Okay, citizenship by investment. That has been an important part which several independent countries have pursued to advance the agenda for the development. And it is a part that has been followed not just by small countries such as those within the Caribbean region, but also by important countries in Europe. Malta, for example, is well involved in that. Cyprus, has been involved in that particular program. Countries in the Pacific have similar program. The United Kingdom has a program, and even the great United States of America has an investment program that leads eventually to citizenship. And so ours is not unique, but what we do propose is that this is one option available to us to share our country and its resources to individuals who we deem to be fit and proper persons to become citizens. And we want to encourage those citizens to come to our country, to build our country through their investment, and to feel a sense of long attachment to our country, which only citizenship gives to an individual in another country. And so our citizenship then is being utilized in a way that we can bring to our country persons who can help us take our development to another higher level for the benefit of the mass of the people.
¿Qué significa Petrocaribe para el desarrollo de este país?
I think Petrocaribe is very important, not only for St. Kitts and for Nevis, but for all countries in the Caribbean and Latin America, which are now participating in the program. Petrocaribe came into being at a time when many countries in the region were overwhelmed with the cost of energy and wanted a response to that, that showed compassion, that showed good sense. And we want to place and record our deep appreciation for the leadership of President Chavez then to have come to the region with such an initiative. This initiative has allowed us to survive some of the most difficult periods globally in terms of the financial state of the world economy, particularly after 2008. And so we are indebted to the people of Venezuela and to the government of Venezuela for coming up with an alternative approach to international engagement, one that shows compassion, one that shows humanity, one that we believe was in keeping with the vision of Bolivia and with the vision that has been espoused, that has been promoted by Chavez and now President Maduro.
Primer Ministro, vamos a hacer un juego de palabras solamente en una sola frase. Dígame lo que significa para usted. Caricón.
Integration.
Playa.
Swim. Swim. Nadar.
St. Kitts-Nevis.
Mi país, mi patria.
Hugo Chávez.
El presidente de Venezuela.
Pueblo.
La gente que yo amo mucho.
Tierra de las bellas aguas.
El Caribe.
Monos.
We have too many in St. Kitts-Nevis. Demasiado. Yes, well, in closing, I would want again to welcome all to come and to experience life in St. Kitts-Nevis. It will be a very happy experience, a unique experience. The warmth and hospitality of our people are known to be among the best in the world. And so I say, come, make our country your home. Well, I think there's so much to see. There is something in our country for everyone. For those who want the beach, we have some of the best best experiences in terms of the beach and marine life. For those who are interested in history, St. Kitts is a country rich with history, being among the first to be settled by the British in the 17th century. We have several prominent historical artifacts in our country. And we had that long history of over 300 years of sugar. And from that experience, so much of that culture, so much of that mode of organization is still very much present in our country. Equally, we have some of the most beautiful sites anywhere in the world. And so for those who are looking for a second home or a better home, St. Kitts and Nevis would be the place in which they would want to come. We have a strong democracy. We have an economy that has been number one for a very long time in the region. We have a passport that has been ranked internationally as one of the best in the world. So certainly there is tremendous benefits for others to become associated and knowledgeable about St. Kitts and Nevis.
Muchísimas gracias, primer ministro.
Un placer de nada. Gracias por todo.
San Cristóbal y Nieves tomó TeleSUR. El Caribe sigue tomando TeleSUR para mostrar su pueblo, su gente, su historia y acercarnos más hacia el sur, hacia América Latina.